fantastic.
It's okay. It's not a bad game. Not my favorite. Definitely. No, I know you guys are watching this, and I bet my ass you guys haven't played 2015 Roblox. That alone lets me know you guys are a bunch of fetuses. You guys are all new to Roblox. I'm the OG. I played Roblox since 2009. I know a lot of people will comment in the section down below and be like, well, Tony, I played Roblox since Builder Man was born.
You're a liar.
For the majority of Roblox's existence, horror has been one of the most popular genres of games to be found on the platform. In the last few years, the quality of Roblox horror games has increased tenfold, and for October, I'm going to be taking a look at how Roblox horror games have evolved. Let me set the stage. The year is 2006, more specifically August
Robloxia.
Currently, Roblox is no more than a...
We're looking for great software developers. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, they're promoting Roblox games. It was so small. It probably only had like 100 players at max. Now it has about billions of players on Roblox.
Small startup company. The platform is in its very early infancy.
I always think Roblox is better than Minecraft.
1,000 accounts have been registered. Multiplayer hasn't been.
A lot of people said Roblox was a bootleg of Lego, but
recognition the company had ever
doesn't look like that
came
to
from
me.
Blockland players that made fun of it for being a subpar Lego game.
Yep,
User-made games
exactly.
at this time were very simple, most of them being brick battle games and simple building showcases.
Oh, I love those
at the
Roblox
time,
sound
the most
effects.
advanced
The OG
Roblox game was an angel statue made of 8,000 bricks. Which is
what
why horror
the
games weren't really an option when it came to Roblox at the time. A lot of people consider Forest of Desolation by Abyss to be the very first spooky game, as it was created in August of 2006 and has an all-around ominous vibe to it. The account Abyss, however, was password guessed all the way back in late 2009 and is now terminated. It was also found out that the original owner of the Abyss account was Shedletsky. Fast forward to October 2006, and while Roblox was still a niche online
the guy's name is Boo. Amazing, dude.
Lego game, it had grown a lot in that
top right corner.
Things like messaging, multiplayer support for user-made games, friends lists, and more have been added. In October 2006, the Roblox staff team
these are so classics.
Just in time for the Halloween season.
I remember
the game
this.
is a brick battle game set in a haunted house on a cliff, which was pretty advanced for the time. Since the mansion scene in the game has been a part of many other Roblox games, such as the Stalker, Untitled Tag game, Natural Disaster Survival is amazing. While the game itself isn't a horror game, the map has had a large impact on the Roblox horror game genre without intending to. Roblox in 2007 was a very different place. T-shirts, hats, body colors, teams, reporting, and chat filtering systems, spawn points, Robux tickets, and many more.
Tickets! I miss tickets!
Making it a very important year for Roblox's growth and
why
development
did they
as a
remove
platform.
tickets?
In May 2007, an account named Spirit was created as a part of what is widely considered nowadays to be the first Roblox creepypasta ever.
It's just a box of screenshots.
What? A group of others that had accounts with Spirit in the name.
I miss Roblox horror games. The OG ones.
In June, the Spirit account would publish a game named the Torture Chamber, which terrified the then Roblox community. According to the description, the game would have...
I remember I played something similar like this. Basically, if a Roblox character touches an invisible wall, it triggers the script to show like a jump scare or like a script that displays an image in front of your screen. That did scare me as a child, not gonna lie to you.
Hack your account and add permanent wipeouts to your account, which actually mattered to people at the time and was mostly seen as a sign of being a noob. Upon joining the torture chamber, you would spawn in a black box.
5 seconds to leave. What?
Scary things. The game.
Wait, hold on. I gotta see these pictures. Is it that scary? Yeah. Yeah, they do look scary. This one looks horrifying. These two baby dolls, oh my god.
Would display threatening and creepy messages before quickly adding hundreds of deaths to your player. At the time, there weren't any games that were anything like this, leading to this game being seen as the scariest Roblox game of its time.
Torture Chamber.
Years later, after the drama surrounding the Spirit accounts died out, Mike, an incredibly popular developer who joined in 2006, admitted to owning the Spirit account. In September of 2007, the Roblox staff announced the Roblox Spooky Building Contest.
What was that? They deleted all the old blog posts.
The Roblox Spooky Building Contest, a Halloween-themed contest asking to make a place that was either scary or scary but in a silly way for Halloween. Alongside it was a video contest, most of its entries being comedic Roblox bloopers with Halloween themes. In the contest were 10 categories and winning games for each. Best place with less than 200 bricks, cutest, most horror horrifying Halloween capture the flag, most clever script, best Halloween
I swear I played
model,
all
most
of these
atmospheric
maps.
graveyard, creepiest tree model,
Oh,
best
the
use
creepy
of
tree
zombies,
model
and
looks so
scariest
cool.
monster. For this chapter, however, we'll be looking at the most popular
Ugh.
entry to this contest and winner of the most horrifying
That
category,
face
The
always
Cursed
gets
House
me.
by Game Hero.
What
The
kind
game
of face is
involves
that?
exploring a presumably abandoned house with Easter eggs and chain chomp face jump scares at every turn. The game was very
What?
well made for its time, however some aspects like the building for example haven't held up so well. The winners would receive a 6-month-long Builders Club membership, the Eerie Pumpkinhead accessory,
The Eerie Pumpkin. 1,000 Robux? What? I'll take those. No, I'll take the pumpkin. Man, legacy items. No, not legacy. I think it's called limited. Yeah, I would take the pumpkin head anytime. Screw the 6 months and the Robux. I don't need the Builders Club or Robux. Give me that pumpkin head all day.
1,000 Robux. Not long later, in September of 2007, Stealth Pilot would release The Undead Coming. This is where
Wait,
Roblox
I
horror
played that
games
game
would go
before.
from small little building experiences with creepy themes to genuinely playable Roblox games with horror elements. The Undead Coming by Stealth Pilot
I swear this game was made by Jared, right?
released
Was
in
that his
September
name?
of 2007 is a zombie survival game.
I
set
played this
inside a
game.
house
This was
that
so
zombies,
fun.
played by
I
other
really
players
enjoyed
in the
this game.
server, storm into to try
But
and
playing
kill
as a
the
zombie
humans.
sucks,
The humans
though.
are armed and can't go outside as they're
There was an attic. I think it was an attic or upstairs. All the fucking players camped there. They all camped there. You just get fucked. You just get blinked. I think there's different zombies. There's one with a regular zombie. There's one with the one that runs really fast. I think it was like the blue or purple thing.
There's a toxic gas that will kill you with too much inhalation of it. When humans die, they turn into zombies, and
Was
when
it
either
zombie?
team's
I don't
completely
remember.
wiped out, the opposite team will win. More people will recognize Jared Valdez.
Yeah, look, so this guy, I remember this so clearly. This guy would just copy and paste his fucking game. So basically, he will copy and paste a game, but he will change the title and the thumbnail of this game. The moment you play this game, it's just the same thing. I think this guy was a douchebag. I don't really know what he was doing. I have no idea what his intentions were back then.
From 2012,
yeah.
named Zombie Outbreak, than the original. Over the years,
So
there have
Scorpio
been
was the
many
original?
recreations and remakes of this game,
Oh,
most
yeah,
of
yeah.
which die pretty quickly. Can you name the game scene in this screen?
God, yo, this is a peak map. This is so peak. Area 51. I remember surviving Jason Voorhees. I remember surviving Slender Man. Oh, like all of these. Oh, that was so fun. Oh,
The name of this game is actually Underground Base, created by Icy Fresh and early
okay. Listen. Still Area 51, okay?
2008. Yeah, I know you didn't get that shit, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, beat your ass.
Sometime in 2011 or 2012, this map was stolen, modified, and rebranded
Stop
under the
following.
Area 51.
I played that one. I remember the thumbnail. Yeah. Wow, it's been so long. You know how they do those thumbnails back then? Basically, they would create like a model and just take a screenshot of it. I know this Roblox era, like 2025 Roblox, they can upload any thumbnails now. It used to be only like Roblox like thumbnails. Like it can only be captured in game. You can't design like Roblox thumbnails now.
Subgenre of Roblox horror games.
That makes
Throughout
sense.
the mid-2010s, Area 51
Slender
games
Man!
would become an iconic
Oh
part
my
of
God.
Roblox's history, with
So
some Area
fun.
51 games receiving as high
Oh, I
as
remember
1 billion
Sonic.exe.
visits. Fast forward to
Yeah.
September 2008, a Roblox user named Bobulator
Damn, I probably played this game way longer than. I don't think I played this in 2009. I probably played this in 2008 or 7.
has just published a horror
Because the reason why, like, I remember these games. I should start Roblox way earlier than this. I just don't remember my old accounts. The oldest account was was the one in 2011. That's like the oldest Roblox account I have access. Anything before that old account, no access. I have no. I don't remember anything. I don't remember the username, the password. Nah.
game by the name
Yeah,
of
I don't
Face
remember
Your Fears
anything.
1, The Haunted
Face Your
Hotel,
Fears was
the
fun.
first and most
I really
popular
enjoyed this.
game in this series from 2008, places you in a huge haunted hotel with Easter eggs and scares hidden throughout the map.
There was a maze where there was a jump scare of the scary maze girl. I always hate that face. That creeps me out. And there was another one in the cave. I think it was the cave where Michael Myers it's just a PNG of Michael Myers just, you know, just going through the walls and stuff. It's just, random.
Your main goal is to escape. The game was certainly ahead of its time by quite a few years and was one of the first exploration-based Roblox horror games with a genuine goal to become popular. In 2009, horror games that were genuinely trying to scare the player started to become a staple of Roblox. The most popular of these horror games from 2009 is Face Your Fear, not plural, The Hospital, created by Haunted USA and Burton 12, without any correlation to Bobulator's Face Your Fears series. Alright, so I found out while editing that someone reported this 13-year-old horror game and
it's just
got
those
it
trolls.
taken down,
It's
so
just
I
trolls.
could not record any footage on it. The game starts you off in a dilapidated hospital with no one
unseen
inside,
footages?
and the main goal is to find a way out without dying.
I played this map before. Yeah, I remember this. I remember the guy that was hanging, and I think there was a bloody hallway.
This game
that
had
was
a massive
poorly.
Impact on the Roblox
It was so bad. Yeah, it was
of
this
its
one.
Time and introduced a lot of common
I guess back then it was
seen
scary,
in
but
retro Roblox horror games that hadn't really been used before this. This game also uses the newly implemented custom GUI feature, which was rolled out only months before the game's release.
I remember
in 2009.
making my first Roblox game.
Another early
was
example
really
of
difficult.
a Roblox horror game from 2009 in a similar style to The Hospital is 7 Days by Branson.
I played that one.
I
remember that one.
The game takes place in a variety of dark and abandoned facilities of some sort, and is best described as a creepy walking simulator with jump scares and events happening. This sort of gameplay will be a common theme throughout the next few years until around 2015. Around the time horror games were just starting to become popular on Roblox, a subgenre of horror-themed obbies and games became popular. The most popular examples of this are Journey Through the Haunted Mansion by Copyright and Escape the Tension on Friday the 13th by Baseball O2A. The first is an obby set in a haunted mansion
one I probably
created
remember.
in 2009, and the second is a half obby, half walking simulator created in 2012 with some of the goofiest jump scares I think I have ever seen. At the turn of the decade, Roblox myths and creepypastas, especially with games attached to them, increased in popularity. A very good example of this is Noli, a myth that started in February of 2010.
So
it started
2010.
when Roblox user Yale.
I saw creepypastas was was like new. That's why like back in 2010 creepypastas were like kicking ass. But talk about creepypastas now in 2025 is probably so super dead.
University posted on the Roblox.
Actually, that reminds me. I remember Matthew Santaro, I think that was his name. He was still talking about creepypastas. Like, you need to talk about something else. Like, talk about more controversial topics like Dream cheating the Minecraft speedrun. You need to talk about those things, you know? You can't just talk about creepypastas. That's just dead. But off topic.
Of 2010. It started when Roblox user Yale University posted on the Roblox forums about a mysterious account with a glitched profile named Noli. Surprised by the cryptic nature of both his account and the game found on an affiliated account named The Tempest. Upon joining, you will spawn in front of a dark temple with a figure named ASPX.
I mean, the dark temple looks cool.
In front of him is a red triangle which will kill you upon touching it. Behind the temple is a teleporter to an island which seems cheerful and much brighter, with a figure named Reverse ASPX telling you to leave. Standing in the temple near spawn for too long after standing on the red spike will make Noli angry, and the temple will crumble with you in it. Due to its cryptic nature, a rumor spread that playing the game or angering Noli inside the game would cause your account to be deleted, which is why in this nearly 7-year-old footage, me and a friend are playing on all accounts. It's important to remember while looking at this game that myth games weren't really a genre of Roblox games yet. The trend of Roblox horror games that essentially boiled down to walking simulators in abandoned buildings with jump scares continued far into the 2010s, with games like Fear, spelled as an acronym.
I actually played that recently with my cousin.
Fear, whose title was stolen from a completely
Was it my cousin or my girlfriend? Yeah, I played this. This was sick.
Is almost precisely.
I think this is probably one of my favorite horror games because I remember joining a clan called Fear, like the guy that made the group. I don't think it was called a clan. I think it was called a group. Yeah, I remember that.
I mean by Roblox horror games with especially loose plot lines whose gameplay can be condensed to holding W and turning the camera sometimes.
Basically.
In the game, you walk through various rundown buildings with jump scares until an explosion.
I didn't even use a flashlight. Is it really that dark?
This game was copied and re-uploaded numerous times throughout the 2010s, with the most popular example of this being Paranormal Activity by Nuclear Burn. It's funny to me how both versions of the game were able to rip off names of non-Roblox franchises, and both versions have nothing to do with said franchises in the slightest. This game inspired many further Roblox horror games and was massively popular at the time of its creation.
Sonic the Hedgehog,
Zombie games made inside Roblox also evolved quite a bit in the year 2010, with Null with a total of 7 O's releasing the game Zombie Tower, which now has over 7.5 million visits. You start with substandard weapons outside of a tower of 29 floors, and as you progress,
I played this game before. This game was peak.
Upgrade from the weapons you started
Tower,
with.
yeah,
the game
Zombie
was viral
Tower
on Roblox in the
Oh my god, I fucking remember this game. This game was peak. Oh my god. Oh, I remembered like the boss fights. Oh, they were so
creation,
fun.
But is now broken.
It was hard though.
Of a Roblox studio feature filtering enabled.
You guys don't know what filtering enabled is. Basically, if you don't have that shit enabled, your game will essentially get hacked. Your game will get hacked, and it will also make the game unfair to players. You know, a good example would be Apocalypse Rising. My goodness, no filtering enabled. That's crazy.
2011 was a huge year for Roblox horror games and their evolution, with many iconic Roblox horror games being created, as well as the first ever Area 51 clone, which was mentioned earlier. When Roblox users online talk about classic horror games, Hospital Nightmare 3 is one of the most remembered.
You go see the washroom?
Third to Area 51 games, and Bloody Mary
was so popular
which we will get into later.
What is that creature called with the big eyes and creepy face? I'm looking at the image in my head. Oh my god, what was it called? Momo? Was it Momo? Like Bloody Mary was a 2010 thing, and 2020 was a Momo thing. I think it was Momo. It's the one with the big eyes, creepy long hair. Yeah, like chicken feet. I don't remember. It was made by some Japanese dude.
In 2011, a Roblox user named
I am not putting that image in my video because that thing still creeps me to this day.
Adrian928 published Hospital Nightmare 3, another walking simulator type Roblox horror game set in a hospital. The game opens with your character in a hospital lobby, but after a 2-hour-long trip to the bathroom, you return to the lobby to find everyone dead.
In the toilet?
For the next 3 or 4 years, the game would be re-uploaded countless amounts of times, hitting the front page almost every time. The original was eventually taken down for an unknown reason, rumored to be because of a report that was filed on the game due to its jump scares, which haven't aged too well. In 2011, myth/creepypasta games also became even more popular. Surrealism is a myth game by Shockman25 that was initially created in 2011, and then entirely remade 4 years later.
I wonder where all these players went. Are they still alive? I'm pretty sure half of them are alive, but the rest just disappeared, huh?
And we'll be covering both versions, the 2011 version first. Upon joining, you'll spawn in front of a tree with a gray statue in front of it, with the screen flashing black every few seconds. After a bit of time passes, a looping music box audio clip will start to play.
Oh, I played this before. I remember the music box.
Teleporter. You'll be teleported to an invisible path
the diamond!
With a crystal above it, and
why does that look like Ethereum?
Will appear and block your way to it. A message will cover the screen, or a quarter of the screen if you're not playing this game in 2011, telling you that you don't belong
spaced
here.
Out.
Upon touching the crystal, the sky will turn purple, and messages will flood the screen saying you and leave now. The game will then kick you. Initially, the warning would tell you that the server had shut down, but now it tells you that your Roblox client has detected unexpected behavior. This game became mildly popular in 2013 when people on the Roblox forum started talking about it, with some users listing it as one of the scariest Roblox games. For each year, we will be looking at the trends seen in Roblox horror games that start, and for 2011, we're taking a look at Built to Survive game. Built to Survive the Zombies is a classic zombie survival
this
game
was so
created
fun.
by Danger Tim 112 in 2011.
That was
game
fun.
gives you 9 different plots of land and the Stamper tool to survive different waves
Yeah,
of zombies that
was
spawn
cool.
every few minutes. The original Stamper tool is now broken, but people in the Roblox community have made remastered versions of the original game. This game created a second wave of Built to Survive based games, which were very popular on Roblox.
I don't think there's any zombie game that can beat that one.
With the original game having over 19
this was
million
so fucking
visits.
fun.
And now it's time to complete the trilogy of iconic old Roblox horror games I was talking about earlier. Sometime between late 2011 and early 2012, an already well-known Roblox horror game developer named Haunted USA published a game named Bloody Mary.
So I remember back in elementary school, like Bloody Mary was a very like popular thing. It was super popular. Like it was basically like Momo. Like I know like kids nowadays, like this day and age, they would talk about like Momo, the other weird shit they got going on. But back in my days, Bloody Mary was very creepy. I remember my friends be like, "Don't say Bloody Mary in the mirror."
Initially being a split game of 2 parts named Awake and Trapped respectively,
I think I played all the Bloody Mary games
in 2012. Bloody
because
Mary
this was
Awake and Trapped
so
is an absurdly
popular
and iconic Roblox horror game about the Bloody Mary ritual. After seeing a breaking news story about 22 dying after trying the Bloody Mary ritual, you go to try it yourself and embark on a long horror platformer adventure.
Oh shit.
What the fuck is that? Are you fucking... Like games like Hospital Nightmare 3, this game became as popular as it did because of how many times it was copied over. With only a single search, you can find the original Roblox Studio project file for the game and upload it yourself if you want. Sequels known as Gone and Bloody Mary's Chamber were teased in the following years but never ended up releasing, and still haven't after over 10 years. At one point, a riddle was set up for fans to find the pre-release copy of Bloody Mary 2, Gone, but it was never solved and still hasn't been to this day.
Okay.
Throughout 2013, Roblox horror games continued to grow and become a staple of Roblox and one of the most popular game genres on the platform. As well, a few very important updates were released in 2013 which benefited Roblox horror game developers a lot. For example, in September of 2013, custom audio uploads were introduced. Beforehand, people were just slowing down and speeding up already uploaded audios posted by the Roblox admins. Slender
This is a
Sanatorium
really well
by
detailed
a Roblox
video
remake of an already existing mod for Slender, was one of the first games to truly
play this.
there's
There's no way everybody play this one.
Praised for its well-executed atmosphere and use of custom sound effects and ambience. While it hasn't it was impressive for the era of its creation.
Yeah, all
the
arms are always gone. I
horror
don't know
game
why.
from 2013 is the demo for a game named
Distilled was really good. I don't know what happened to that game.
The game's main focus is exploring an abandoned school with
it was so good. This looks like Amnesia style, but
finding your lost brother and maintaining a sanity meter while doing so. In 2015, the game was shut down as the developers behind it wanted to rework the game's plot and hasn't been made public since. Many of the players who tested out the game said it was exceedingly well made.
Yeah.
Between 2013 and 2014,
That's
there was
sad.
a huge increase in overall Roblox game quality, with newly added features like dynamic lighting making a large difference in how Roblox horror games were presented.
So I guess Roblox just
2014 saw the rise of elevator games on Roblox.
Oh, I played this.
This was the horror elevator by Zmad Zeus. The game would set players in an elevator with 24 floors, all having horror themes, with the main goal for the majority of them being to survive the floors. The game was well received by the Roblox community,
I
having
remember
over
this
63
game.
million
This game died
visits as of
so
2022.
quick, though.
In 2021, the game was closed and the title and description were set to F. The game also inspired the creation of the normal elevator in
I played that
2015,
already.
which now has over half a billion visits.
I didn't really enjoy the elevator one though.
Roblox staff held a game creation contest named Scare Us Silly, tasking Roblox developers with creating their best and scariest horror game. For this section of the video, I'll be looking at 2 of the best made entries of this contest, starting with Red 44 Satyr 44.
I know that one.
Red 44 Satyr 44 is a Roblox horror
that
game
one's
about a
scary,
person who
actually.
formerly worked at a company named Chimera AI Innovation,
Oh.
specializing in AI-based robots.
That's so funny. Because now we have AI. The shit that AI can do to this day and age. AI can do the craziest things you will ever see in your life. Oh my god.
The robots, however, started to go rogue and employees started to go missing, with you being tasked to get rid of said robots. The gameplay focuses on the exploration of the facility with a watch that tells you when to hide and when it's safe to explore. I remember people saying this was the scariest Roblox game ever when it came out, and it has held up pretty well for being an 8-year-old Roblox.
Wait, I played this game when it came out, and if I were any younger, I would have shot myself. Yeah, it's actually a really terrifying game. Because I think the timer makes you like shit yourself, bro.
Roblox game. Confined was the winner of the 2014 Scare
Oh,
Us
I remember
contest
Confined.
created by Tyridge77.
Man, I play all of these. I'm telling you, bro.
The game was created in 10 days and is a single-player game based on exploring an
I remember the baby.
spirit-ridden household. A few years after the game's creation, Tyridge77, the main creator of the game, handed the project over to another user named Spyhawk722 to manage it, and he did for years until it stopped being updated in 2017. Much Much like before, there was a colossal increase in quality between horror games created in 2014 and horror games created in 2015. This is when horror games go from clunky free-modeled walking simulators with crude jump scares to people's attempts at genuine horror games with storylines behind them. Lightbulb is a top-down perspective survival horror game created by Zeekers that was created in March 2015, set in an almost...
I wish Lightbulb was multiplayer. I don't think Lightbulb was... No, I think Lightbulb is in single player.
Maze-like structure. This game held up incredibly well for being 7 years old and was actually nominated for Best Single Player Game in the 4th Annual Bloxy Awards. The majority of the gameplay boils down to exploring, hiding, solving puzzles, and answering phone calls, with the game having 2 endings, a good and bad ending. Along with horror games, Roblox myth/creepypasta games evolved quite a bit between 2013 and 15. Surrealism by Shockman25 was remade 4 years later after its initial creation, and it's much more advanced than its previous version. The game contains multiple puzzles to complete and this really cool part where you have to spin your camera to reveal a room, before the climax of the game, which instead of trying to be spooky, focuses quite literally on surrealism, instead of including a wide variety of Roblox creepypasta cliches as the previous version did.
This is an example of progressing forward.
I have 2 games to talk about, both of which are very popular and hold up pretty well to this day. In January 2016, 32-bit PC published Identity Fraud, a now
that game is hard.
Traversing various mazes.
Like, there's no map to this game. It's completely RNG, so you would have to find your way through the whole maze of hallway, and then when you open this door right here, you enter some like grass maze, and then eventually you go to the hospital
and solving puzzles with a variety of monsters to take on, such as a monster
this was a pretty good
that
game,
will pretend to be the player that it most recently killed. The game does actually have lore to it, with dialogue dispersed throughout the game, developing a story about a mentally unwell patient who believes their doctor has poisoned them before blacking out and waking up in the maze. This game also has a sequel released 9 months later, which goes
playing the sequel, but I like the first one better.
The first game alone now has over 230 million visits
as of 2022. That's still a lot of players
Survive
to me.
the Night, formerly known as Before the Dawn, is a multiplayer Roblox horror game that was initially released
I could never play this game. It's always full.
Are chosen to be survivors, heroes, or slashers.
I can never play this game. It's always full. I can never get into the game. That's my only complaint about this game.
The job is to kill the survivors and heroes, and the survivors' jobs are to survive until 6 AM. As of 2022, both versions of the game have a total of over 120 million visits.
Pretty good.
These sorts of multiplayer horror games were incredibly popular in the mid-2010s and still are, with games like Survive the Night being much more advanced than, say, games like Darkness by Lolaris, created 3 years prior.
There was another game called Lightness. It's literally the opposite of that.
2017
Lightness was a fun game. It's basically a hide-and-seek game.
Popularity of myth games and other weird surrealist Roblox games, half in part because of these games being covered by YouTubers like Flamingo, especially games related to the cult family and groups like Mugen. An early example of this is created by Mugen in March of 2017. While not necessarily a horror game, many YouTubers covered games like it and talked about how they were some of the strangest games the platform had seen. In July of 2017, AW
I have not played that game ever.
Facility, a Roblox
Flee the Facility, that game is...
that keeps the blocky Roblox art
it's okay.
In the game, there are 5
it's just
players,
Dead by Daylight, but like...
survivors who have to hack computers and unlock an exit to escape, and 1 player being chosen as the Beast, tasked to kill survivors.
It's okay, it's not a bad game. Not my fit, definitely...
This game now has over 3 billion visits, making it one of the most popular Roblox games, period. In 2018, horror-influenced story games became incredibly popular on Roblox. A good example of this is Samson XVI's Camping, which is, to no one's surprise, a game about a camping trip that goes wrong. The original Camping game now has over 200 million visits and inspired many horror-based story games to come, like Break-In by Cracky 4, a game about surviving home invasions created a year later, which now has over 1.6 billion visits.
2019
was also a huge year for the evolution of Roblox
this is
horror
when
games, with
I start
now
losing
famous
interest in
horror
Roblox,
games
if I'm being
released.
honest.
3008, created by Ugly Burger Zero in 2019, is a survival horror game based on an SCP of the same name, where you are tasked with surviving overnight in an infinite IKEA with no exit. In the game, you can use whatever furniture you find to make a base and survive the deadly workers trying to get you to leave the infinite IKEA, which is, you know, impossible to leave. As of 2022, 3008 has over 1 billion visits and is a very well-received game by the Roblox community. Isle is a multiplayer survival horror game about waking up stranded on an island and finding a way to survive the catawampus that comes out at night. At the start of the game, you and the other players are on
I remember this. Yeah.
Before the ship is destroyed and you pass out, waking up to find the door open.
Yeah, I remember this.
Endings and is incredibly well received.
Yeah, I remember the bridge. I remember this.
2022, Isle is on its way to hitting.
This game was so weird though. Like,
The Mirror is a Roblox horror game created by
That game was really weird because it was just a one thing objective. I don't think there was any endings. It was just a straightforward game. It wasn't that fun, but I did remember that.
Gross in 2019 about a psychological phenomenon of visual distortions caused by staring at yourself in the mirror in a dim setting for too long. The Mirror takes that and exaggerates it by creating creepy visual distortions that end up killing you at the end of the game. The game is very well made for how short it is, and it has over 20 million visits as of 2022.
I have not played that game.
2019, 2020 was a huge year for Roblox horror games. Piggy, released by Minitoon in January of that year, is currently
was basically Granny, bro.
the most popular Roblox horror game of all time.
Adopt Me still. Oh god, thank god Adopt Me dropped.
I can't even count that high. The game is a multiplayer survival horror game.
I played this. This was on my channel before.
Granny with
I played with my friend Saj.
Pig. Similar to previous
Such
games
a
like
dumb
Survive
game,
the Night,
but it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
To be Piggy and the rest have to escape. Due to its large player base, the creators made all sorts of lore, new game modes, books,
I played all of the.
When it was released, Piggy grew incredibly quickly, being the fastest game.
But it was so
I
found it so interesting.
Only 83 days after its initial publication. Now on to 2021, which I'd like to call the year of holy shit, why are there so many chapter-based Mimic clones? The Mimic is a massively popular chapter-based game created in
if you don't play the Mimic, you live under a rock. Simple as that.
January of that year, by a team of 4 developers. Each chapter has its own monsters.
But it was fun though.
Of monsters throughout the game.
It was well made, but it's too overrated for me.
Incredibly popular throughout 2021.
I did play this on my live stream 5 years ago.
Horror games.
This was a while. This was a long time ago.
After the creation of the Mimic, Roblox saw a massive escalation in Roblox chapter-based horror games that are very obvious clones of the Mimic, where the gameplay usually boils down to being chased down in a maze by a monster while collecting a variety of items, and I'm not going to be covering any of them. Much like what happened with Mimic-style chapter games in 2021, Nextbot-based games became a huge thing on Roblox in 2022. The 2 Nextbot-focused horror games I'll talk about here are Evade and
Evade's pretty fun, not gonna lie. It's basically Gmod.
Roblox horror game created by Hexagon Development Community, based on the Nextbot chase mod for Gary's mod. Sometimes tasks are given.
The Nextbot is scary though. I don't know why. It's pretty unnerving.
There's also a long list of special rounds, some only being accessible with private VIP servers.
It seems like a fun game though.
The game has racked up over 750 million visits.
Maybe the maps are not
like
fun.
The last game is yet another Nextbot-based horror game, more focusing on the spooky side of things than goofy Nextbot.
Screw that. No.
270 million visits, with updates constantly being added, such as the
I hate
Blackout updates.
Creepy faces chasing me.
The last horror game released only a few months ago. Doors by Lightning Splash.
I speedran Doors before.
Horror games of all time, and is
too overrated. Like I said, too overrated.
And have to get all the way to door 100 without dying to the wide variety of entities that are out to get you, such as.
I remember the I forgot the guy's name. He used to have like a Santa car and starts chasing you. I think it was a holiday event. That was funny.
Force you to hide in a vent locker or under a bed when the lights flicker, or figure a blind creature that owns a library in the hotel and can only be beaten by completing this fucking stupid ass puzzle, or Screech will whisper to you in dark rooms, forcing you to look at him so he doesn't kill you, and many more. The game has only been out since August of 2022.
Man, I haven't touched this game in years.
Million visits. When it came out, this game game blew up because of how well it was made and the impressive amount of work that went into the visual aspects, the scripting, animation, and more. It's funny knowing that these clunky walking simulators from less than 10 years ago.
I love these walking simulators. It's so relaxing, but somewhat unnerving and scary.
To sum up this video, I'll make a graph about the evolution of these Roblox horror games. The graph has 4 ranks: unfinished, this sucks, effort put in, and good-ish.
Okay.
Here's how it goes. If you enjoyed, do things you do after watching.
Wait, 2006. What? They're all good, man. What are you on about? Nah. OG horror games back in 2009, 2012. Fucking legendary.
Watching a video you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, that was a very good video, Toasted Cherries. That was amazing. That was really well detailed, especially the very beginning of the video. Like maybe halfway it was very detailed, but obviously later on when we were introduced, like the elevator, the mimic, the doors, yeah, it was pretty obvious. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.